standing type of stuff. And then if you have a wall or if you want to do it in the middle of the floor, you're welcome to play, but I won't make the whole class nonstop handstands for those who are not as excited about handstands. All right, let's get started in a child's pose. Welcome for anybody who's new to me watching this video. My name is Jess. This is 45 minutes of power flow. So we're gonna hopefully break a little bit of a sweat and get moving. And as always, keep in mind it's your practice that you're doing. So pay attention to yourself. Honor what your body's asking for, whether that's bumping it up in intensity or toning it down in intensity. You're totally invited to modify as needed. We're starting off practice today in child's pose, arms stretched out long in front of you, forehead finding the mat. Sink heavy into your hips. Feel that lengthening happening already through the spine. As you inhale, notice the breath traveling deep down and in. Feel the lungs soften on the exhale, emptying everything out. And we'll take about 3 more nice, steady, even breaths here. Feel free to settle an intention for your practice if you'd like. And then on the next inhale, rise up onto all fours. Take a few cat-cows, starting to warm up your spine. Just inhale, looking up. Let that stretch the front side of your body. And then exhale, round the other way, tuck chin to chest, push the ground away. And that stretches the back side of the body. Again, inhale to go up. And exhale, emptying it out. Push the ground away. Inhale, the belly drops, the pelvis tilts. Exhale, tuck the tail under, round your back. A few more of those back and forth with your breath. Feel free to loosen it up, wiggle side to side, whatever you need. And then take a moment, and I really want to draw your awareness today to your hands meeting the ground. Really press down through your hands and just feel that connection. As we start to build toward handstanding and things that get upside down on the hands, it's really important to pay attention to what's going on. Fingers are spread wide, wrists are pointing forward, and you might even paw the ground a little bit, bend your fingers, and if you don't have fingernail polish on, you'll see your fingernails kind of start to turn white, right, underneath, and that shows that they're really actively gripping the mat, engaging through the fingers. All right, enough of that. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, down dog. And then pedal the knees, shake the hips, let your head be loose. Big breath in and out. On an inhale, come forward to your high plank. This is your measurement for your down dog as well. So if you're here and your hips are in line between the shoulders and the heels and you're flat and strong, that's the perfect place to stay as you press back into down dog. Sometimes that feels a little bit longer than most folks like, but that's a good down dog shape. Try it again, come forward to high plank, wrists under shoulders, strong through your core. Exhale up and back down dog. Let's do 3 more, just rocking with breath. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale. As you drop back, move your chest even closer to your thighs. Inhale, last time forward. Exhale, down dog. Chest is reaching back towards the thighs. That'll open up the shoulders even more. Good, look forward. Tiptoe your feet up towards your hands at the top of the mat. When you get there, lift halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand tall, reach up to the sky, look up. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a nice big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, flatten out. And then press your hands down. Take this really slow for a moment. Press those palms into the ground. Shift some of the weight forward into your hands, right? Lift your heels off the mat, just a smidge. Now with control, step the feet back, high plank. So we're getting used to that transfer of weight into the hands. Go ahead and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, back, down dog. 3 breaths in this down dog. In and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, breathe in. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Try to put all of your weight into your hands as you step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold in half. Rise up on the inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold in half. Halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, shift the weight, float back to chaturanga or step. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths in that down dogs. Let the shoulders open, let the chest fall back towards the thighs, and breathe. Oh my goodness, my battery is gonna die on my computer today. It's just one of those days. You guys, bend your knees, step or float to the top. Halfway lift and fold. Stand all the way up, reach up to the sky. And then bring your hands to your heart. All right, you do one more sun salutation. Go to your down dog. Take 5 breaths there or until I get back. Go. All right, just about there. If you'd like, you can step or hop to the top of the mat. And I'll plug in. And we're good to go. Inhale, halfway lift if you didn't. Exhale, forward fold. Stand up tall. We will meet at the top of the mat. Hands at the heart. We're here. One more sun A together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Hands down, feet step or float back. Chaturanga. Inhale, open up. Exhale, down dog. And breathe. Bend the knees as you exhale, look forward. Inhale, hop or float, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stand up, reach to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Very nice. Right away, bring your big toes to touch, squeeze your knees and thighs together, sit down for chair pose. Good, weight is back in the heels. Arms are long. Good. Let's open the arms like goalposts, so elbows wide, 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 wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Go ahead and let your ribs pop forward. Play with that opening sensation in the shoulders. One more breath here, sink those hips a little lower. And then exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet hips width apart. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold right in half, and breathe. And then while you're here, use this to open up your upper body. Elbows wide. Pull your chest to your thighs. Breathe. Go ahead and release your toes, heel toe the feet back together, big toes touching, sit down, chair pose. Breathe here for 3, low in the hips, 2, 1, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. We'll move ourselves through the flow back to down dog. Hands down, feet step or float. You got it. Inhale to up, exhale, down dog. Breathe there. Good. Take your right leg, reach it straight back behind you, not high, but back. Shoot energy out that foot as much as you can. Good. As you exhale, come forward, touch your knee to your nose. Inhale, press it back. Good. Cross it under, touch right knee to left elbow. Find that twist. Inhale back. Good. Right knee goes over to right elbow. And back. And then bring your knee all the way up to your forehead. Round that upper back. Push the ground away with your hands so there's plenty of space. Step your foot between your hands. Good. High lunge. Rise up. Reach for the sky. Great work, everybody. Sink into those strong legs. Pull your belly button to your spine. Tuck your tail under so that rib cage stacks over your hips. And if your hip flexor is feeling a little tight this morning, you might want to bend your back knee to be able to get to that alignment. Good, exactly. Yeah, good changes. 2 more breaths here, getting taller through your upper body, but stronger and a little deeper in the legs. Good. Exhale, hands down. Frame that front foot. Find your way back to down dog. Move with your breath as you go. One big inhale and down dog. Exhale, let it out. Lift your left foot up and back. Press through the ball of the foot. As you exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, press back. Cross it under, touch the opposite elbow. Inhale, back. Take it over, touch the left elbow. Really nice work, everybody. Smooth and steady. Take it back. Last one, knee to forehead. Really. Can you touch your forehead? And now push the ground away, puff up those shoulders and step your foot forward. There it is. Rise up to high lunge. Good, right? So, there are some people whose arms proportionally might not be long enough to step that foot forward. But I think for most of us, if you really get into the shoulders and push the ground away and really use the core, you almost all can step your foot forward in between your hands. Looking good. Take 2 more breaths here. Strong, steady legs. Lift the heart high. And then exhale, hands down, back to down dog, moving with your breath. Very nice. Big inhale. Bend the knees as you exhale. Look forward. Inhale, step or hop feet to hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Big toes touch, sit low, chair pose. Reach through your hands. We'll toss in some twists here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Twist to the right. Good. Now I'm going to come look at you. As you're twisting, are your hips still pointing straight forward? Hopefully, yes. That might mean pulling the left hip back in space if it's sneaking forward. Yeah, and then look up to the ceiling. Pull that top shoulder open just a smidge more. Good. One more breath here. And then your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, feet step or float back. Find your way to down dog. You're always welcome to just step back into it. Good. In down dog, big breath in. Big breath out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Good. Take the right foot, reach it up and back. That really strong press back. Now touch knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Perfect. Rise up, high lunge, reaching for the sky. Good. Once again, kind of tuck your tail under. You might need to bend that back knee. Look for the alignment first in the upper body. Good. Good. On the inhale, lift your chest even taller. Exhale, thumbs to your chest and twist over that right leg. Good. So the left elbow gets to wrap across the right thigh. The thumbs are working to stay right there at the sternum in the center of your chest. Top shoulder opens. Gaze can turn up to the ceiling if your neck is happy about that. 2 more breaths here. Don't forget those strong legs. On an inhale, rise back up to high lunge. Reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Find your way home to down dog. Options here in down dog. You can stay, you can lower your knees and take child's pose, or you can take a few fire floats just to get things burning a little hotter. Fire floats are just a little jump, right? Bend your knees a little bit, look forward, hop. You can take it small, you can take it big. They'll build till eventually you could hang out in sort of a handstand, hips hanging out over the top of the shoulders, knees hugged in. Good. If you have a wall nearby, you're welcome to turn and tap your tailbone against that wall every time you hop up into the fire floats. We'll take about 3 more wherever you are. Yeah, there it is, Gary. Nice. And then when you're ready, we'll meet in down dog. In down dog, nice big breath in and out. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna float forward, but this time it's not a fire float, so don't bend your knees, or as much as possible, don't bend your knees, right? Just that little bit. As much as you can, keep those legs straight so that they swing forward and land in between your hands. Yeah, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stand up tall, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, take a breath. Big toes touching. If they're not there already, sit down, chair pose. Let's take a twist to the left. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. And I always like to stress that lengthening part because we don't want to twist and crunch into the spine. We don't want to add any compression. Always we're looking for expansion, space, room to move, room to breathe. Good. Can you sit your hips even lower? Can you open your chest a little more towards the side wall or even the ceiling? Beautiful. Inhale, come back through center, reach long. Exhale, forward fold. Find your way to down dog, moving with your breath. As you float back, it's the same idea, not a fire float, but more like a pendulum swinging tick-tock legs. So try not to bend those knees. It's something to work on, not a big deal in the list of big deals in the world. From your down dog, left leg reaches up and back. Touch knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. High lunge, rising up with breath. Good. Stabilize the legs, and then use the inhale to lift your chest a little taller. Exhale, twisting to the left. Good. You can use that arm wrapping across the leg to get a little more leverage as you open into that twist. Looking good, everybody. Keep that back leg really strong. Press into your big toes. Good. Yep, that'll help the wobbles. One more breath. And then inhale to center, reach up. Get that length. Yes. And then hands down and find your way back to down dog. Take a huge breath in, huge breath out. Inhale, exhale. Oh, let's take that opportunity for some fire floats again, okay? So you can stay right there in down dog, take about 5 more breaths, or child's pose, or 5 fire floats. What do you need today? More fire, more calm. You do you. Good. So my floaters, make sure your abs are really doing some work here. They should feel tired after this. Yeah, they'll help you control the descent as well so that you don't go boom and land hard, but instead quietly land. Good, everybody come back to down dog. Those look really strong. And then take a big breath in. Empty that out. Inhale. Exhale, looking forward, preparing. Float those feet between the hands with straight-ish legs. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stand tall, reach up for the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Great work, everybody. Take a moment, take a breath. Good. Now let's shift all of your weight into your left foot. Hug your right knee up. Your left hand can actually go to your waist. And then the right peace fingers are going to grab that right big toe. Work to straighten your right leg forward, really stretching into the hamstrings. If that's too much today, you can hold onto your knee and keep it right here. If you're holding onto the toe, we want to keep Tadasana in our upper body and standing side, right? So stack, rib cage over hips, work the shoulders down the back, work that extended leg a little straighter perhaps. Beautiful. Now, can you open that out to the side? And still maintain some Tadasana in the whole rest of your body. That's always the goal, right? That's when you fall over. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then bring the leg back to the center. Work some core strength and leg strength. Let go. Bring both hands to your heart. Think about making this 90-degree angle with the leg. Lift it. Yeah, there it is. And relax. Both feet to the ground. Shake it out. Okay, same thing, other side. Stand tall on your right leg. Lift the left knee up. Left peace fingers can grab a hold of that left big toe. And you either choose to work it towards straight or keep it bent. Breathing. Good. Can you stand taller? Can you breathe deeper? Nice. Open the leg out to the side. Bring it back to the center. Let go of the toe. Keep it lifted. Hold it strong. For 3, straighten through your heel. 2, and 1, let it go. Great work, everybody. Shake that off a little bit. All right. Standing at the top of your mat once again, big toes touching. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold right down the middle. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe here. I want you to walk your hands back to your feet, so you're folding in half towards the back of your mat. Then we'll do a little bit of a handstand drill, working our way towards the front of the mat. So from this forward fold, bring your hands maybe like 10 inches out in front of your feet. And then you're going to work to shift the weight into the hands. Let the shoulders rock as far forward as they'll go until you feel like you're just about to go too far, rising up onto your tippy toes and your feet. And then let the feet hop forward to the hands. Yes. Awesome. Do it again. Make sure you're breathing, please. Hands go about 10 inches in front. You put all the weight in those hands. Lift the feet so that they can float forward. This is the movement I'm talking about when I was saying float forward with straight legs, except in a much smaller dose. And it's hard, right? Essentially, you're pressing up into a handstand by doing this exercise, building that strength in your body. Good. When you get all the way to the top of the mat, bend your knees, tuck your chin to your chest, round up to standing. On an inhale, arms sweep up, look up. And exhale, dive forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out. And then make your way back to down dog. Step or float all the way through. In your down dog, take a big breath in and a huge breath out. Good. Everybody lower down to your knees. We're going to work another upper back strengthening drill that leads toward handstands or could lead toward a handstand. So we're kneeling. Hands come down on either side of the knees. Press the ground away. Lift yourself up. Come to your tippy toes. And then lower yourself right back down to where you started so that your knees are still in line with your hands. That's kind of the key because that takes some core to make sure those knees end up where they need to go. So again, hands press into the mat, press the ground away, rise up to the tippy toes, and then with as much control as you can find, put the knees right back down where they started. Do it about 3 more times. Let me see what we're working with here. Press. And lower. Make sure you're breathing. This is also building some strength into the shoulders. Everyone's got tired, tight shoulders and chest these days, right? Get them a little stronger. Very nice. You can do 1 more if you like, or when you've had enough, child's pose. All right, from your child's pose, take a big breath in. Exhale it out. And then rise up onto all fours. Hips over the knees. And then walk your hands forward. Let your chest fall down towards the mat. Puppy dog pose. You can bring the chin to the ground or the forehead. And let this stretch out a lot of those muscles that we were just working so hard. Breathe into them. Soften them out. 1 more breath here. In. Heavy through your chest. Exhale. Very nice. Find your way back up to down dog. Give it a great big breath in. Huge exhale out. Right leg lifts up and back, that strong press through the foot, and then touch your knee to your nose and step your foot between your hands. Rise up into high lunge, reaching for the sky. Good. We'll take another twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wring yourself out, crossing over that right leg. This time, because we've done it a few times and we're warmed up, we'll add on. If you'd like, arms can open. Yeah, and if the arms opening feels all right, try a half bind. Take the top hand around your low back. Perhaps there's even a full bind there today, taking both hands, seeing if they can find each other. You'll be all tied up in a knot. Good. Yeah. On the next inhale, come back up. High lunge right there in the center. Reach up to the sky. Good, and then tip forward, strong through your core, fly to a warrior 3. And on the exhale, hands down, standing split. Let the left leg soar high into the sky. Let's play with lots of options here. You can just hang out right where you are. You can press your palms into the ground. You could take it as a balancing pose, taking your hands to the right ankle. Or you can turn this into some handstand work. Pressing the ground away, shift the weight into the hands, and maybe you get some hang time. Nice. Make sure the abs are engaged, so we're keeping that really nice alignment, avoiding the dreaded banana back. Good, everybody. When you've had enough, we'll meet in down dog. Really good work. Yeah, all right. Big breath in down dog. Open mouth, let it out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Left side, don't kick the dog. Left leg goes up and back. Knee to nose, step it forward. High lunge, rise up. Good. Strong legs. Lift a little higher as you inhale. Twist left as you exhale. Nice. Keep the feet rooted down, holding you steady. Perhaps you open your arms wide. There might be a half bind with the top hand wrapping around the back. Good. Maybe that bottom hand snakes from around the front to the back to get the bind. Good. On the next inhale, rise back up, high lunge, reaching up. Spark through those fingertips. Good. Belly button to spine, strong core, tip forward and fly, warrior three. And this warrior three is active through the legs, right? And then hands drop to the mat and you forward fold into a standing split. Breathe. Same options as the other side. Balancing, stretching, floating up into that handstand. Good. Remember when we were looking at our hands and gripping the mat with the fingertips? Same idea in your handstand. Are you gripping it? Beautiful. This time we'll meet in child's pose whenever you're ready. Good, so just some things to think about. I can't see a lot of you, or maybe you're watching this video later on in life. When you're in your handstand or working towards handstands, grip with the fingers, engage the core. This should feel like you're doing a lot of core work. That's gonna help keep the hips over the ribs once you're upside down. And then zip your legs together. Squeezing the legs together really pulls everything into the center line and will help you find balance. All right, we're in child's pose, we're breathing. Take another breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. Rise up onto your knees. We'll take some camel poses for a few back bends. So standing on your knees nice and tall, reach to the sky. Swim your hands back, place them on your lower back. Let the elbows hug together as you puff up your chest. Lift your chin, lengthen your neck and your throat. And then with length through the whole spine, you might start to travel backwards a little bit. And if you're going backwards, make sure the hips are staying forward above the hips, above the knees. Nice. One more breath wherever you are. And then rise back up. Swim the hands forward, sit the hips to the heels, and breathe in neutral here. And then we'll go do that again. Rising up, reach for the sky, hands swim to the low back. This is also a nice way to stretch into the wrists, especially after all this handstanding stuff and being on our hands, they might be tight. So fingers facing up, palms of the hands down, hug the elbows closer together. Your back bend can travel back. Maybe the hands reach down towards the heels if that feels nice. Good. One more big breath wherever you are. And then rise up and sit back down to neutral. Take a breath. Good. Let's give the wrists just another moment of attention because being on your wrists a lot can get a little uncomfortable. Also, sitting and typing and working at computers all day, all of the forearms and the wrists get tight. So we're going to make prayer hands, and then we're going to open the hands, the thumbs away from each other, pinkies still touching, and turn the backs of the palms together and make a circle. So it's this little hand prayer circling rotation thing. That's its official title. Yeah, and then you can try going in the other direction. Thumbs together, open the pinkies. Ooh, getting a lot of pops and cracks. Maybe that's okay. Good. When you've had enough, let's find our way back up to down dog one more time. Big breath in, down dog. Exhale it out. Lift your right leg high up to the sky. Bend your knee. We haven't done a ton of this work today. Let it stretch open. And then we'll take a half pigeon. Step the right foot forward towards the top of the mat. Let the shin lay down straight across the front edge of your mat. Sit up tall. Find center between the right and left hip. And then you can forward fold into it if that feels all right. This is a wonderful time to be using some blocks or pillows or props, maybe underneath the hips, maybe underneath the head. And then breathe. We've got just a few moments in stillness here. Let everything soften. One more full breath in and out. And then rise back up onto your hands. Tuck the back toes. Press yourself up and back, down dog, three-legged down dog if you like that big stretch. And then place both feet on the mat. Left side lifts up. Bend that left knee for a moment. Stretch the knee high. And then swing it forward. Left leg to the top of the mat, half pigeon. Find your center. Yeah, gravity does the work. Drops you right down into the hips. And then forward fold. I don't know if you all at home can hear the sound of the pipes in the Georgia Avenue studio here. That familiar old sound that we all used to hear in classes here of water moving through the pipes. Go ahead and come back up. Press yourself up and back to down dog. And then both feet to the mat, down dog. One last time here. Big breath in. Exhale out. Looking forward, have a seat. Stretch your legs straight out in front of you. Reach high. Crown of the head is lifted and tall. Forward fold for a moment over your legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rise back up. Reach the arms straight forward. Round yourself into the letter C. Tuck your chin to your chest. And then one vertebra at a time, lay down. Slow, slow, slow. When you get there, take a big stretch. Arms up over your head, feet reaching long. Then hug the knees into your chest and give yourself that nice little rock side to side. Open your arms wide like a T. Drop your knees to the left. Look to the right. And then come back through center, knees drop to the right, gaze to the left. Come back to center. Wrap your arms around your shins, hug yourself into a little ball, squeeze. And then exhale, let it all go. Find your Shavasana. Letting yourself settle into stillness. For these last few moments of your practice, just notice how it feels to just be still. After a strenuous, playful practice, lots of effort exerted, can you find the opposite of that here? No effort, Just softening. We'll take 5 more breaths. And then gently start to invite movement back. The fingers, the toes. Head can rock from side to side. As you inhale, arms can stretch up over your head. And exhale, turn over onto one side. Take this last moment of your practice today and just tell yourself thank you. Thank yourself for showing up, putting in the work, maybe even trying new things today. And then when you're ready, rise back up towards seated. Eyes can stay closed if you like. Hands find your heart. And we'll close out this practice together with 3 breaths. We inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bowing forward, we honor this practice of yoga for all it has to teach us. Mind, body, spirit, on the mat and off. Thank you all so much for practicing today. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts or feedback.